Hi everyone and welcome back to the Brick Buds. We're going to continue on with the Lego Fairground and we're going to build this set in front of us, which is 41375, the Lego Friends Heartlake City Amusement Pier. I picked this set up because it's got great potential to really bulk out our fairground, and I particularly liked this swing ride in this. So that's the bit that really helped me choose it. It's got sort of three main parts to the set. You've got the smaller peripheral parts, so the little stands and games. Then the big spin swing, and then also like a roller coaster pirate ship thing. So the set comes with 5 mini dolls. I thought it was only 4, but one of them is a mermaid, which confused me somewhat. I mean, it's in keeping with the theme, so I just assumed she was really part of the ride. But let's spin this box round. And if you look, she's handing out tickets here, and she's behind the stall there. So she's not just decoration. I mean, here she's a photographer, but I just thought she was maybe a statue. So I'm guessing she is a playable character. But it confused me. We've also in this set we've got the mermaid, which is Chloe. You've got Olivia, Emma, and Stephanie. The mini dolls aren't actually going to make it into our city. We're not keen on the size of them, so these all just end up in Leah's pile of play bits. So she benefits every time we buy one of these sets because she gets to enjoy the people. And there's also a male mini doll in this set. So you've got Zach here with a nice pirate hat. And Ian's actually been thinking a lot about the sort of gender representation in these sets, especially as we're giving them to Leah to play with. He's written a blog post about it, so I'll put that in the description below if you want to go check that out. So the first things first is we need to get building, and I will share the build with you. Then I'll give the whole set a review and talk about where it's going to go in our city. So if you're not keen on watching the builds, you can always skip ahead. I put that in the descriptions below, so you can fast forward to the review parts if you want. I personally find watching myself building Lego very relaxing, almost as relaxing as actually building Lego. But I guess it's not for everyone. So you do you, and don't forget to join me later on for the review. Right, see you in a bit. Right, so this is the builds from bags 1 and 2. It covers the entirety of the first book in the set. And you've got 3 mini builds and 3 minifigures. So we'll have a quick look at the minifigures first. In fact, when I came to film this video, despite the fact that it was only a couple of days that I did the build, my daughter's been in and she had switched literally every single one of these round. So I had to rebuild all of those from scratch. So you've got Olivia, Emma, and Stephanie there. All dressed up for a fun day out at the amusement park. Got their sunglasses, make sure that they can see when they're on their rides. Some good colours, some good patterns. I particularly like Emma's top. I think it looks like a mermaid tail kind of pattern, which I like. But again, these are not why I buy the Lego Friends. I purely buy them actually because I like the colours. I'm not girly, but I like girly colours. I think, well, I like bright colours. I don't think these are girly colours. Purple, as you know, is my favourite colour. So this set has a lot of purple. So it's a no-brainer really to buy that. So the first build was the... sorry Olivia. Let's move you out of the way. Was the ticket booth on this side, and then the sort of gate. I don't really feel that this is going to be a good ticket booth for our entire fairground, because obviously we've not just bought this set, we've got all of the sort of big creator fairground rides, and quite a few other smaller builds, and we're going to sort of bring them all together in a big fairground. So this works if in the context of the set, because it's for this ride, but you can't have it for your whole amusement park. So generally I find if you go to an amusement park and you have to pay for tickets for every ride, that's a bit annoying. So I don't know if we will have to be using this, but you can definitely still keep the gate element, because it's obviously got the sticker up here of the actual pirate ship ride, so having that part makes sense, but the ticket's less so, I think. It's got the arrows, so you know which way to go, a little spinner. I always like to play with those. I'm not overly keen on the black backgrounds on all of these signs. I feel like it makes these lights, or I assume they're meant to be lights, just a little less bright, and it's continued theme throughout the set, so I would have preferred those in white, but that's their choice, I guess. Still has lovely colours. So the window opens as well, and the whole build is sort of on a hinge. You can't close it up, but it means you can sort of put it at an angle, so you've got the ticket booth and then you go straight through, as opposed to the ticket booth to the side. So you've got some versatility there on where you place it. The next build was this spinner. Now, this spinner is hilarious. Or at least I think it is. I get the concept of having the teddy bear. That seems like a decent prize to me. I find it a little bit weird that you've got cupcakes and cookies, because that's a lot of effort to go to make sure you've got a fresh supply of those. You don't want to win a day-old cupcake. And then if you have a day where people don't win them, what do you do with the leftovers? So that is still a logistical nightmare, I feel. But then there's pizza. I mean, have you ever been to a fairground where you've won pizza? It's the weirdest thing. So yeah, I find that really strange. But there's not much we can do about it because it's on the sticker. So we're just going to have to accept a bit of random. And again, the wheel here is black. I would have preferred white, and the sign is again in black. Again, I do enjoy spinning this wheel though. It's maybe that's the most playable part for this bit, I think. It's so brightly coloured. And then you've got the ice cream / waffle / lolly stand. So I quite like the shape of this, the big ice cream shape, or is it a cupcake shape? I don't know. I feel like the cone is a little squashed for ice cream, but I think it sells ice cream, so it probably is that. I hate these fairy lights. I might actually take those off. I don't know if it's just that I've not managed to get them to sit nicely. I gave up trying, if I'm honest. And the fact that they're in black again bothers me. And well, maybe if they sat nicer, they would be fine, but they totally obscure this sign right now. But then if they sat nicer, they would obscure this beautiful awning. And I do like an awning, especially a stripy awning. So we might lose those. In fact, let's have a look without it. It's much nicer, isn't it? Well, I think it's much nicer. I like the waffle press here. I think that's quite a nice detail. So it looks like a waffle press. Open it up, there's a waffle inside. I'm guessing I don't know what those are. Are those uncooked waffles? It's a little bit strange, isn't it? Because it's not like you put a whole waffle in and then warm it up. You tend to put batter in. But, you got the ice cream, the lolly. I'm guessing some chocolate sauce to put on top. So yeah, nice stand, but a couple of modifications, I think, to make it work for me. Right, let's move on. Right, this is the second build. So this is bags 3, 4 and 5. Pretty substantial build and very playable. I mean, I've done nothing but spin this. Yeah, it's too much fun to play with this one. I love the colours. The purple's amazing. The yellow's a little bit bright. I think I probably would prefer a paler yellow, but I like this teal colour as well. So I think it works being bright. There's several bags. So you start off building this one, then the ring. I quite enjoyed building the ring. And then the seats themselves and attaching those all on. I think I'd quite like more swings. I feel like they're quite fast-paced, but then I don't know logistically if that would work, so that's something to experiment with. We're definitely planning to motorise this one. My husband's ordered some parts, so we should be bringing that video to you hopefully next week of this motorised. You've got this... Let's hold it up so you can see better. This sort of countdown here. I'm guessing that's the length of the ride. The operative would be stood here, pushing the green button to start it, red button to stop it, obviously. And I like some of the details in here that you've got items on the base plate that have fallen out of people's pockets or something. You've got a phone down here and some money over here. You've got a little space for you to put your bags so that they don't fall out. So it's a nice, well thought out ride, I think. You've got also these seats. They're mini doll size. So the mini dolls are obviously taller. So there's enough space to put them in, but too much space for a minifigure. If I show you. It still works, but I think a bit of modification would help it look a bit better, I think. So yeah, that's what I think of this set. Definitely worth getting the set for this. I think this didn't disappoint I thought it was going to be a fun ride, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot by just spinning it. So when it's motorised, I think it will be even more exciting. Right, let's move on to the next one. So this is the third build. So this is bags 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So it's quite a big build, this one. I've got it taken apart at the moment just for logistics of trying to show it to you. So you've got a nice purple pirate ship. So it's always going to be a winner for me with the purple. Maybe a bit too much pink. And again, I just don't like the contrast between these two colours. I think if this was a paler yellow, I'd prefer it. Now, this one does confuse me actually, because I don't know if it's meant to be a roller coaster or like a ghost train type ride. So it's clearly meant to be a little bit scary. You've got the skeleton up here, and if I turn it around, you'll see there's quite a few more elements that are meant to be scary, I would say. Oh, just broke the end off. So as it comes around here, you've got some treasure. You've got some creepy things done via a sticker there. Some lights, and in fact you have got a light brick in this set. So that lights up over there. So a skeleton cooking one of his friends, maybe, which is an odd concept. And this bat that flicks down, so as you go past, it whacks you in the face. So it screams sort of ghost train to me, not roller coaster. Because again, when I put the rest of it back together, you'll see it's not got many ups and downs. It's not meant to be a thrill ride. It's more meant to be a scare ride, I would say. But there's quite a lot of details. I quite like this. The ship's wheel, and the pirate can spin round. I like the sort of tattered curtain type part for going in, and again that screams ghost train to me as well. There's quite a lot of detailing in the water as well. You've got quite a lot of these oh, you can't see that, little elements to decorate. So the bright coral ones and some crabs, the starfish down here, a small mini build here like an octopus. So a lot more detail at the front as well. We've got some gems on each side, some coral, nice little jetty with a fishing rod. I'm not sure if you're meant to be able to use that. The ride doesn't go anywhere near there. I know I'm stood there right now, but I don't think I'm meant to be. So yeah, a lot of decorative detail there. Stick the end of the ship back on. And it does sort of flap away, I guess, for storage or just to make it a bit easier to access things around the side. Not in the Lego Friends world, but in the real world. So if we push that back and then bring in the second part of the build over here. Whoop. Here we go. So stick our camera back on. So we've got, this is the vehicle that goes on. So you've got like a little boat essentially. With that shiny sticker there. And same colours throughout. So the purple, the yellow, the blue. So that sits on, and if you give it enough of a push, just change the camera slightly here. Then it will go up, and it will give quite a good whiz round. was a poor push, wasn't it? Sorry about that. I don't want to break it. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Oh, I did break it. But there you go. As it's coming down this side, it does almost get enough momentum to go up, but not quite enough. So if I show you a few of the littler details here. So you've got this bit here. Quite like this. This is the height chart to make sure that you're tall enough to go on this ride. But again, it's not one that's going to throw you about. So really, it's about how scared you like to be. And again, I don't think it's all that scary. So I think it's fine. You don't really need to be that tall. Then you've got a lift up bit there to allow you to gain access to the ride. A couple of sea creaturey bits. I really like the coral here made out of the carrots. I think that's quite an ingenious idea, and I'll be passing that one on to Ian for use in the underwater area. You've got this clam and the jellyfish as well. Again, that's one that I'm going to be passing on because I think that's a really cool jellyfish. And then over this side, you've got the dolphin. And then you've got the mermaid, who I thought was a statue. She's got the camera there to get those pictures whilst you're on the ride as your souvenir for the day. So yeah, it was a fun build. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of little details that make it quite a nice set, but it's a little bit confused for me whether this is a thrill ride or a scare ride. So I don't really know which level of minifigure to pitch this at. Do I put the children on? Do I not? I also have the pirate roller coaster already, so it's kind of on the same kind of theme, but that is more of a roller coaster than this. So maybe it can be in the same area in the theme park, but this will be the ghost train type ride, which is unfortunate because I was planning to put like a mock ghost train in. So I don't know if there's room for two. Maybe we can just alter this a bit to include some of the elements that we were planning for the ghost train. I don't know, wait and see. Right, so I did forget to show you the final minifigure, which is Zach. There he is. He doesn't come with any hair, so he's got to keep his pirate hat on. And I'm not sure whether he's at the fairground and enjoying the ride, or he's part of like one of the staff, because he's dressed up as a pirate, so he would fit quite nicely on the roller coaster or ghost train or whatever it is we're calling it, as maybe like an attendant to let you in or out down here. It's hard to get all of this on screen at once, so you can see there's quite a lot to this set. It's £120 or £119.99 from Lego. I didn't pay that. I think I bought it in an Amazon sale. But I think it's still quite a good value set because you've got the 3 builds. You can do this in 3 goes as opposed to blitz the whole build, and really get some good building time, but then a lot of playing time out of this. There's definitely, and the fact that it comes with the 5 minifigures gives you a lot of playability. I really just love spinning this round, so it's money well spent. And I'm really excited to see how that will turn out when it's motorised. I'm really hoping that it will just spin off like a crazy thing and the people will fly off all over the place, which is probably not the safest thing to hope, but I just think it'll be fun to watch. So I'll make sure to include you for that. So what are your thoughts on this set? Is this on your wish list? If it is, check out the link below. We've got an affiliate link there that will help fund the channel. It's always appreciated. And we're definitely going to include the swing part in our fairground. And I think the waffle stand. I'm still not sold on the spinner because of the pizza, but I don't want to waste it. And again, like I said with the ticket booth, it's just a bit too small. And once we worked out our plans around a ghost train, this may make an appearance. I don't know. But stay tuned to see where we fit it in our fairground. I'm hoping to actually get some things placed in that shortly. I'm just waiting for some base plates to arrive. And then we can sort of start playing around with the layout. I've got no clue how I really want to lay it out, and I'm not entirely sure how big some of the sets are. The roller coaster looks huge, and I haven't built that yet, so that will help sort of guide where some of these things can go. But at least if I can get it in and playable for a bit, that will help me think about it a bit more, I think. I've said before that I'm not good at planning in my head. I need to see it. So we'll be doing that once it's motorised. So yeah, make sure you check out our video next week. So subscribe now so that you don't miss that. And let me know any comments you have on the set below. And I'll see you later.